I have been asked a few times about this freezer, it actually could be a freezer or a fridge. Right now I'm using it as a fridge. Now I shared this either 3 or 4 years ago. It was towards the beginning of the channel, but this one is from Whynter and it can be used as either a freezer or a fridge. I used it as a freezer back then when I shared it with you, and that's what it's going to be again once my home is done. But right now it's working as a refrigerator, so I figured, you know what, let's do another update with this. I'll answer some questions and show people that it has been an awesome fridge or freezer this entire time. So right here is going to be our control panel, and you can switch between freezer and fridge. Right now the lock is on, so if we turn that off, hold it down, and then you can switch it to freezer. You got to hold it, then it's going to go to the freezer, and then you can go all the way down to -2 Fahrenheit. I'm going to switch it back over to the fridge before I forget, because I do not want this stuff freezing. Now the refrigerator automatically defaults to 41. I usually turn it down to 35 just for some extra cooling. You also do have an option for a quick freeze, and if you're in the freezer mode, the quick freeze will drop it down to -11, and this will freeze things super fast. Now let me go ahead and open it up and I'll show you the inside. You'll see that this is pretty much a full-size refrigerator or the freezer, and you can fit a lot of stuff in here. It was pretty nice to get this set up last month where I could be able to keep a lot more stuff colder while we are living in a trailer. But you have 4 different shelves, plus you have a basket down here, which you can store things down here in the basket. I usually just keep extra drinks and jugs of water and stuff so we can have cold stuff. And then I keep the things that are a little bit more perishable towards the top, because that's where it usually is a little bit colder. Now over here in the door, you're going to have several different trays that you can put all your condiments, or I like to use it, as you can see, for a lot of my protein shakes, because I do drink a lot of protein shakes. And we can also fit our condiments in here just fine. But overall, just a really nice size in here. Now, like I've mentioned, I am using this on a large power station, which works great. I'm actually running this, a chest freezer, and a Starlink all on the same power station. This one is a 2048 watt hour, so it's a pretty large one. It's equivalent to a couple batteries. And I do charge it a couple times a day, along with solar power. If we have enough sun, the sun will actually keep it somewhat topped off. When this is in freezer mode, it's going to use a lot more power to get it frozen. So like the first time I set this up, I put it on quick freeze just because I wanted to get cold really fast, and then I completely forgot, and it froze everything I put in there that first night, which kind of sucked. The power station was able to handle it up until morning, and then I woke up to find the power station dead, everything frozen. Yeah, never made that mistake again. Now on the fridge mode, it uses far less power compared to the freezer, and I could turn it on to the fridge mode, and it doesn't use but maybe, I want to say, an average of like 150 watts when it kicks in and it's like running. And it doesn't run all the time either. So overall, this one has been pretty efficient. In the fridge mode, I could go all day on this power station along with the Starlink combined with the chest freezer. If you put this in freezer mode, no. Now, when I was doing all of that, I didn't have the power station plugged in to keep it topped off. So of course, with this zapping a heck of a lot more power, with the freezer mode, it just didn't work out very well. If I would have kept this plugged in, let this get frozen first, and then used the power station, I think it would have been just fine, just like the fridge mode and the chest freezer and stuff, because it doesn't really use a ton of power once it's at the temperature that you need it to be. But overall, that's my quick little overview demo with this one. Kind of give you an update with it as well after using it 3 or 4 years. It's been a great freezer, it's been a great fridge, but if you're looking for an awesome fridge freezer, upright one that just looks really nice, it's stainless steel. They have an easy to use display. Oh, and it also has an alarm. I'm not going to leave it open to show you right now, but if it's left open for so many seconds, I don't know if it's 30 seconds or a minute, it will start beeping at you, which is how I've found it open a couple times with the kids. But if you're into stainless steel, you're looking for an upright fridge freezer, and you want something that's going to be dependable, durable, and long lasting, I've been pretty happy with this one. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.